The Grand Junction Rockies are down to their final 4 games of the regular season, and while there's still a battle this week for the final playoff spot today, we're going to look at the players that helped propel Junction to a successful 2018. Now this weekend, the Pioneer League released its end-of-the-year All-Star Awards. 4 Rockies made the list. Coco Montes is definitely the standout. Yesterday we told you he was named the Ralph Nally's League Most Valuable Player, but first baseman Grant Levine, outfielder Nico DiColati, and closer Alexander Martinez also were named to the team. Levine has been near the top of the league in batting average, currently holding a .338 average with 38 RBIs. Martinez has notched 17 saves in 19 opportunities and is 1 save away from tying the Pioneer League single-season record. Let's talk about another Rocky who didn't win any national acclaim this season, but who's definitely deserves some recognition. That's Ryan Feltner, the Rockies' 4th-round pick out of Ohio State. He has been lethal on the mound for Grand Junction. Feltner has started 9 games on the year and has only allowed 3 runs total in that time. That's 3 runs in 30 innings, which means Feltner's ERA on the season is 0.88. He's also struck out 39 batters while only walking 4. Feltner has been limited after pitching in college this year, so head coach Jake Opitz hasn't really let him go deep into games, but nonetheless, a promising young piece to the Rocks organization that we will keep an eye on for you coming into next year. The Grand Junction Rockies have the day off today, so instead we'll focus on the big guys. Colorado is at Petco Park this afternoon, wrapping up a series with the San Diego Padres. The Rocks just finishing up a few minutes ago with a 7-3 win against San Diego. Kyle Freeland with a quality start, pitching 6 innings and only allowing 3 earned runs. David Dowell and Chris Iannetta with a pair of RBIs on the day, which makes for a very, very interesting logjam at the top of the National League West. How about this? 3 teams, the Diamondbacks, Dodgers, and Rockies, all with identical records at 74 and 62. Now this will change before the day is over. D-backs and Dodgers are playing each other right now in Los Angeles, tied at 1 apiece. So when this is all over, one team will move up into first, another will drop to third. Regardless, this should make for a very interesting race to the finish. Rockies return home for a series next against the San Francisco Giants. That starts up on Labor Day tomorrow. And finally, the Paxton Lynch era in Denver has come to a rather unceremonious end. Today, the Broncos announced they have released the former first-round pick and instead claimed Cleveland's backup QB, Kevin Hogan, off of waivers. Head coach Vance Joseph and GM John Elway broke the news to Lynch this morning. Denver traded up to snag Lynch in the first round of the 2016 NFL Draft, but the QB really never proved himself in the orange and blue. He was overshadowed by Trevor Siemian during Lynch's rookie year, and Lynch failed to impress during last year's forgettable 2017 season. Lynch's last outing as a Bronco, arguably his most memorable, completing 14 of 15 passes in the preseason. Right now it looks like Chad Kelly is going to be the backup, while Case Keenum gets the start for the Broncos. By the way, Tigers beat the Yankees this year. I feel like that's the most important story of the day. In your face, John Bennett. That's all for sports. We'll be back right after the break.